Do you ever worry about stuff? Of course you do. Let me ask you a different question. How much of the stuff that you worry about has ever happened? Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays. Let's have a chat about worry. The uncomfortable thing is that the vast majority of worry never amounts to anything. The stuff that we think about never actually happens. You see, the same brain that we have that is capable of invention, artistry, and plucking stuff out of our imagination is also capable of doing exactly the same thing in a negative way. A lot of the stuff that we worry about is a reaction based on fear. So, for example, if you're worried that the mole on your arm is cancer and you've been sat dwelling on it for 3 days not wanting to speak to the doctor, that worry may be deeply rooted into a distant relative who once had skin cancer, and you therefore go into these negative thought patterns and believe it's skin cancer. That may then take you off on a journey about how your kids are going to manage without you, what you're going to do about your finances, who's going to look after the house, what about the pet dog. So you can quickly see how just that one thing that I've just made up off the top of my head can spiral into looking for a dog's home for your pet animal when you've not even been to see the doctor yet and found out whether that mole is actually cancerous or not. And we do it in every aspect of our life. We sit and we ruminate about all sorts of stuff that is never going to happen. So what can you do about it? Well, there's a famous American guy called Tony Robbins, and Tony Robbins believes that worry is a disorder of imagination. And you can see where he gets that from. Another one of my favourite personal phrases is to change your psychology, you've got to change your physiology. So one of the best things that you can do to change your frame of mind and what you're thinking about is to do some exercise. Change your state. That immediately gives you more perspective and allows you to start thinking about things. The second thing that you should do if you're concerned and worried about stuff is to make a long list of everything that you're possibly worried about, and then divide that list into things that are tangible and things that are intangible. Tangible are things that you can actually do something about. So if it's a mole on your arm, you can actually go and see the doctor. If it's worrying about whether the dog will need rehoming if you get cancer, well, that's not happened yet, so that's intangible. Once you've finished that list, if you can do something about it, work down the tangible list and do it. Just that first step of taking action will change your state mentally and immediately provide you with some control over what you're doing. That then enables you to have power over the situation, and it will reduce the feeling of worry. Once you've finally got it in your head that taking action gives you power over the situation, you'll be amazed how much the worrying subsides. All for now. See you next week on Wellness Wednesday.